Everyone's talking about Mario's 35th anniversary right now, and talking about all of the games that could possibly be remastered at the end of the year this year. But no one's talking about how next year is Zelda's 35th anniversary, and how it's very possible that maybe even at the beginning of the year, they could do possibly a similar thing to what they're talking about for all the Mario games, and that's remastering all the Zelda games. Now, I'm not sure if they're going to be 2D or 3D Zeldas, but why can't they do that? Why is no one talking about it? Maybe everyone's just talking about this because it's something to talk about during the pandemic, or maybe people are just too excited because there hasn't really been any 3D Mario remakes, and there's been quite a few Zelda remakes in the past. But I feel like people should be talking about this because Zelda's, just as historic, just as important as Mario, and they have so many games, 2D, 3D, that could be remade on the Switch, and I feel like this should be talked about a little bit more. And if it were to be talked about more, which one it would be? Would it be the 2D remakes that they haven't made from Game Boy, like the Oracle games, or A Link to the Past, just remastered, kind of like how they did with Link's Awakening? Or would they be 3D games? Like, could they port over Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD to the Switch? Could they remake a game like Ocarina of Time with new graphics for the first time ever? Actually, they did that for the 3DS, but could they do that and just port those all over to the Switch? I mean, I feel like it'd be a huge seller. I feel like everyone would be super interested because those games are classic games. Most of those games are very important to people and important to even people that don't really play games that much. My cousin, he does not play games that much, but Ocarina of Time is his favorite game, and he might even freaking buy it just because of how awesome it is. And I feel like this is actually pretty realistic. Not like super realistic. Maybe not at the beginning of the year next year, maybe not at the middle, but definitely towards the end they could release all of these remakes. Most likely, I'd think 2D ones. I feel like porting over all the 3D one or the HD ones for 3D Mario or 3D Zelda games would just be very difficult. The games are immense. They're huge. Like, Mario games are huge, but like Zelda games are really big. I feel like it'd be very difficult to port over all those at the same time within a similar span. Because you got to figure Skyward Sword, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. Those are all past 3D Zelda games, so I feel like that would take a lot of time and a lot of effort, which they could do, but this pandemic probably isn't helping, and it would be difficult. Whereas 2D would be much simpler. They just a graphics upgrade because those games are a lot smaller, and maybe they could just do 1 or 2 3D Zeldas. Maybe just port over like an Ocarina of Time, or not port over, remaster like an Ocarina of Time or a Wind Waker or a Skyward Sword, something that people have been asking for, and alongside that, maybe a couple 2Ds, and then of course Breath of the Wild 2, because that's obviously the big seller because of how popular the first game was. So I actually do think it's pretty realistic. Maybe not all of them, but something to celebrate the 35th anniversary. Maybe even give the original Zelda a new look and upgrade it a little bit. Like the original one, the one from 1986. I feel like they could do that. If they're going all out for Mario, why can't they go all out for Zelda? That's just how I feel, because I like Zelda more. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that like it more than Mario as well. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. If you guys made it this far, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.